Retirement in the United States looks very different depending on where you decide to settle down. For some, the dream is a beachside condo in sunny Florida. It's about financial independence, reaching the point where your investments and savings can support your lifestyle without relying on a paycheck. To achieve that, you need to know how much your desired lifestyle will cost and whether your target location matches your budget. For others, it's a quiet cabin in the woods of Oregon or a small ranch in Texas. That means if you made $60,000 a year while working, you might need around $45,000, $48,000 annually in retirement. There, a retiree can live comfortably on much less, roughly $45,000 per year. The state has no income tax, which makes it appealing for retirees living off pensions, 401s, or investment income. Cities like Tampa, Orlando, and Sarasota offer a mix of affordable living, good health care, and plenty of sunshine. On average, retirees might need between $60,000 and $70,000 annually in Florida, putting the total retirement savings needed at around $1.20 to $1.4 million, depending on your lifestyle and location within the state. With a lower cost of housing, cheaper groceries, and reduced healthcare costs, Mississippi ranks as one of the most affordable states to retire. While Phoenix and Scottsdale are becoming more expensive, smaller cities like Tucson or Yuma are still quite affordable. Retiring in Arizona typically requires around $60,000 annually, or roughly $1.10 to $1.3 million saved up. Take Colorado, for example. While it used to be considered an affordable and attractive retirement destination, cities like Denver and Boulder have seen sharp increases in housing and healthcare costs. States like Alabama, Georgia, and the Carolinas strike a balance between cost, climate, and lifestyle. Retirees in Colorado may need $65,000, $75,000 a year, or a total of $1.30 to $1.5 million. Based on these expenses, a retirement savings goal of $900,000 or even less might be sufficient. States like Nevada, Wyoming, and South Dakota have no state income tax, making them attractive for retirees with substantial investment income. On the other hand, states like New Jersey and Illinois have high property taxes, which can significantly impact your cost of living, especially if you own your home. These states offer beautiful scenery, access to nature, and good healthcare systems, but they also come with higher price tags and limit outdoor activity, while scorching summers in places like Arizona may require higher air conditioning costs. Have access to nature, cultural events, or top-tier hospitals. These qualitative factors can sometimes outweigh pure cost considerations. These environmental factors indirectly influence how much you'll spend in retirement. Washington doesn't have a state income tax, which helps, but housing can be expensive, especially near Seattle. Some states rank better than others in terms of healthcare access, quality, and cost. For instance, Minnesota, Massachusetts, and Connecticut consistently rank high in healthcare quality. However, those same states can also have higher costs. States with lower healthcare rankings might have cheaper living expenses, but could present more challenges for aging residents. Oregon, on the other hand, does tax income, including retirement distributions, and its cost of living is above average. Whether you're aiming for a quiet life in the countryside, an active lifestyle in a sunny city, or something in between, planning ahead is the best gift you can give yourself. By understanding the true cost of retiring in each state and aligning it with your budget and goals, you can create a retirement plan that's both financially sound and personally fulfilling. Once you have that picture in mind, match it with states that fit your financial profile. The answer is different for everyone, but with smart planning, the right tools, and an honest look at your finances, you can retire comfortably, no matter where you decide to call home. Some retirees choose to geo-arbitrage, living in cheaper countries or states during retirement to stretch their savings. Others prefer a hybrid model, spending summers in the north and winters in the south. Consider visiting a few potential states before making your decision. Spend a few weeks living like a local, buy groceries, pay rent or Airbnb, visit healthcare centers, and observe the pace of life. A comfortable retirement in either state might require upwards of $1.4 million. The cost of housing, transportation, and even groceries is among the highest in the nation. Retiring in New York may require a nest egg of $1.7 million or more, especially if you don't already own your home. However, upstate New York presents a more affordable alternative, with smaller towns offering lower living costs and beautiful natural surroundings. Multiply that by 20 to 25 years of retirement, and you're re-looking at a retirement nest egg of $900,000 to $1.2 million, assuming no drastic lifestyle changes and accounting for inflation. But how much money do you really need to retire comfortably in each state? While property taxes can be high, there's no state income tax, and overall living expenses remain relatively moderate. Small towns in Texas can offer a great quality of life for retirees looking to stretch their dollar. In places like Cleveland or Indianapolis, housing is cheaper, taxes are lower, and healthcare is accessible. In Ohio, a retiree might only need $50,000, $55,000 a year, which translates to retirement savings of about $1 million or less. The average retirement cost here is around $58,000 per year, placing the retirement savings target near $1.10 to $1.3 million. The answer depends on several factors: cost of living, housing prices, healthcare, taxes, and lifestyle preferences. Let us explore how retirement affordability varies across the country and what you need to consider when planning your golden years. Retiring is no longer just about hitting a certain age. Let's start with the basics. Experts often recommend having 70 to 80% of your pre-retirement income available to maintain a similar standard of living. But that's just a general rule. In reality, where you live plays a huge role in determining how far your retirement savings will go. Let us compare high-cost states like California and New York with more affordable states like Mississippi or Arkansas. Housing alone can eat up a massive portion of your retirement income. If you plan to live in or near coastal cities like Los Angeles or San Francisco, expect to pay significantly more for rent or property taxes. A study from Gobin King Greats estimated that you'd need over $1.5 million to retire comfortably in California. Assuming an annual spending of $75,000 or more, that includes housing, food, transportation, healthcare, and miscellaneous expenses. In California, for example, the cost of living is among the highest in the nation. Meanwhile, a state like Mississippi offers a stark contrast. Florida is a popular retirement destination, and for good reason. Texas is another state that attracts retirees for similar reasons. New York is a state where retirement can be very expensive, especially if you remain in New York City or its surrounding areas. Now, let's consider the Midwest. States like Ohio, Michigan, and Indiana offer some of the most affordable retirement options in the country. Arizona is another retiree favorite thanks to its warm climate and reasonable living costs. The Pacific Northwest, including Oregon and Washington, has a mixed appeal. Let's not forget the states where costs can be deceptively high. The South offers many affordable options, especially for those looking to retire on a budget. Hawaii is at the extreme high end. The paradise-like setting comes with a paradise-like price tag. Food, housing, and transportation are all significantly more expensive due to the state's Retiring in Hawaii could cost upwards of $85,000 annually, meaning you'd need at least $1.8 million, and that's assuming a modest lifestyle. Healthcare is another major consideration. As you age, your medical needs and expenses will likely increase. Another factor that often gets overlooked is taxes. Not just income tax, but also property and sales taxes. Weather also plays a role. Harsh winters in places like North Dakota or Maine can increase heating bills beyond finances. There's the question of lifestyle. Do you want to be near family? Live in a walkable community? Let's briefly summarize estimated annual retirement spending and total savings needed by region. Northeast, $70,000, $5,000 per year gives $1.5 million, $1.8 million. West Coast, $65,000, $80,000 per year gives $1.3 million, $1.7 million. Midwest, $50,000, $55,000 per year gives $1 million or less. South, $48,000, $60,000 per year gives $950,000, $1.2 million. Mountain West, $60,000, $75,000 per year gives $1.1 million, $1.4 million. Hawaii, $85,000 plus per year gives $1.8 million plus. When planning your retirement, the smartest move is to start with your desired lifestyle. Also, keep in mind that retirement doesn't have to mean staying in one place forever. Your retirement years should be a reward for decades of hard work. So, how much do you need to retire in each state?